6.
Travelers, beware. If a stranger strikes up a conversation with you at the airport, there's a chance that person could be a government agent. They're looking at your facial expressions, and if you look the wrong way, your next conversation could be with a U.S. Marshal. It's all in the name of airport security. KRON-4 investigated the techniques, the training, and what civil liberties organizations are saying about it.
In our top story at 6 o'clock, KRON-4's Mark Jones tells us the clues the feds are trying to get from your facial expressions to determine whether you are a terrorist threat.
Undercover agents may be listening to your conversations at U.S. airports. The friendly stranger asking you a question may then signal that you should get additional screening from uniformed Transportation Security Administration officials. If your facial expressions convey fear, anger, or disgust, once you get through a screening, a U.S. Marshal may be waiting to talk to you. Since January 2006, they may not have known it, but the government has confirmed to KRON-4 News 42,000 people, most of them Americans, have been scrutinized by behavior detection officers. Another 3,092 people have been interviewed by police. 278 people have been arrested on a variety of charges. 442 people are still under investigation. When I told people details, this is the reaction I got from travelers at SFO. Disgust. Anger.
To me, it's a waste of taxpayers' money to start, in essence, what I would consider harassing people.
Even amusement.
Really?
Really.
I'll try and smile a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy. I don't know. If they're properly trained and they know what they're doing.
The Transportation Security Administration says the program is called SPOT, Screening of Passengers by Observation Technique. The officers get 4 days of classroom training and 24 hours in the field training. The TSA says 600 behavior detection officers have been roaming dozens of U.S. airports. They will not confirm or deny that it's happening at Bay Area airports. Another 600 behavior detection police will be added next year. KRON-4's Don Lynn has reaction on the legal front.
Civil libertarians say the SPOT program raises serious questions about privacy rights and racial profiling.
They're not going to stop anyone who looks nervous. It's going to be nervous plus, and I think that plus is going to be race.
Especially Middle Easterners or those who look like one. The American Civil Liberties Union of Northern California believes their behaviors and facial expressions will now be even more scrutinized.
I just think that's dangerous, and I don't think it's effective, especially because terrorists can come in all races.
The TSA says, and that's why those undercover agents focus only on behavior, not someone's skin color. But the technique has already produced at least one lawsuit. The ACLU filed a lawsuit against 2 Massachusetts agencies after state police, using the same technique, picked out this man, King Downing, at a Boston airport. He happens to be the national coordinator of the ACLU's campaign against racial profiling.
He was talking on the phone. He may have been talking loudly, but I'm sure he was not doing anything that would constitute reasonable suspicion of being a terrorist.
The lawsuit accuses a police officer of eavesdropping on Downing's phone conversation and demanding to see his ID. And it's not just the technique. As KRON-4's Kate Thompson reports, some are questioning if those TSA agents are adequately trained for the job.
So what qualifies someone to be a behavior detection officer? Well, according to the TSA, officers receive 4 days of classroom training and then 3 days of on-the-job training. Then their certification is complete. They say the behavior detection officer is a promotion reserved for their top people who have already had on-the-job experience. Officers are trained to look for small, tiny facial movements called micro-expressions. Police officers are also trained to spot these expressions, but they usually go through at least a year of training at the police academy. They say it's something that they use when they are scanning a large crowd. San Francisco psychotherapist Gayle Paul, who is familiar with the practice of spotting micro-expressions, says there is a gray area.
Yes, it's effective, and there's a danger to it.
She says it's relatively easy to learn how to spot micro-expressions, but it's not a 100% proven technique. Plus, most people are nervous about flying, being on time, and getting through security at an airport, which could lead to many people being pulled out of line for no reason.
The danger would be reading into somebody's nervous like tics and assuming, oh my God, I think that they've got a terrorist plot on their mind sort of thing, and teasing that out. And that's wherein the danger lies.
The TSA says the SPOT program has led to hundreds of arrests and is very successful. They say they plan to double the amount of agents in the next year. Reporting from San Francisco Airport, Kate Thompson, KRON 4 News.
We have developing news out of Vallejo to tell you about right now. This is a view just moments ago from Scott.